Metal forming tools by KAKA.
Well, what's up guys, welcome back to the shop. So today we're gonna be opening up some new tools and toys for the shop. So since I enjoyed the KAKA 3-in-1 press shear brake slip roller so much, I went ahead and hit up the guys at KAKA Industrial and they sent me out a English wheel and a plenishing hammer. So we're gonna open these things up, get them put together and give them a try. Let's see what's in the boxes and what it looks like. I'm pretty excited. These are tools that I've wanted for a long time. I am not a sheet metal guy by any means, but I want to learn to become one. So alright guys, so here it is kind of in an exploded view with all the parts pulled out of the packaging. The packaging was actually pretty impressive. That was the strongest styrofoam I've ever came across or experienced. So I had to break a pry bar out to pull some of these parts out. So I'm pretty impressed with the packaging right off the bat. As always, it's got a nice powder coat finish on it. And yeah, so far it looks pretty nice. And I think it's time to get this thing put together. So let's start assembling it. It looks pretty straightforward. I don't know what my dog is doing right now, but she's just crazy. All right. Looks pretty straightforward for tools, 16 millimeter and some Phillips. So there's not really an install instruction on how to put this thing together. So I'm just gonna start with the base and work my way up from there. So I don't see a difference in these bolts, even though they're called out as different bolts, and the instructions are the same pitch, same length, as far as I can tell. So these bolts are going to be the ones we bolt all the frame together with. So you're going to have 4 in here, and then 2 in here, and 2 in here, and then that will get our base built. So let's do that. I'm going to use the German torque specs on these and just go Guten tight. Probably wouldn't hurt to put a dab of Loctite on all this stuff just so it doesn't come loose at any time, but we're just going to run them home with the 3/8 impact. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hammer this one in, hammer these in. I'm gonna put it on flat ground, but I'm gonna leave this back leg loose or finger tight just so that we can make this squared up and don't have any issues with dropping that upper part down in there. All right. This guy is going to mount on the side right here with the 2 little Phillips screws provided. It's wanting you to use a lock washer and a flat washer. Lock washer goes up to the screw head, flat washer obviously goes against the metal. Now each one of these wheels has a different concave to it. You know, almost flat, pretty close to flat, a little more curved. They are numbered, so 12-inch radius. What is this one? 8-inch. Ta-da! Since we're here, we'll just go ahead and throw these handles on. I don't think there's any reason why we can't do that. It is a 6 millimeter Allen to tighten the handles up. Install the actual arm itself. Main frame, some might call it in the instructions. And that's why we left this back one loose, so it has a little bit of play so we can adjust where everything goes. Gonna use the 4 longer bolts with washers on both sides. That's good. Flush that up at the back so it looks nice and cool. Because everything you do has got to look cool. Otherwise there's no point in doing it. And again, good and tight on the torque specs. Okay, we can take our last 2 bolts and we'll go ahead and get this upper wheel drove home. It rolls really well, so it's kind of hard to hold on to. These upper holes are slotted, I'm assuming, so you can line this up perfectly with the lower die area, so we're going to leave that loose for now. There's a set pin on this lower wheel mounting bracket. There is a slot in here in this shaft here. It keeps this thing from rotating, so we just want to basically get this lock set screw, whatever we want to call it. Just want to get that tight enough that this will go up and down fairly smoothly with a little bit of drag on it. Jammed up on there is a 16, so I'm just going to kind of make sure it don't back out and tighten it down. All right, that's muchos. Yeah, better. Muchos more better. This guy goes on here, and I think what we're gonna do is square this up and then tighten that one down so it can't rotate. Let's see, the set screw is a 5. It's supposed to get captured in the head. There we go. We're going to bring this lower wheel all the way up. Get it centered, tighten the upper wheel down. Looks pretty close. Pretty straightforward to assemble. I think I got everything assembled pretty good. I've got some, I don't know what this is, maybe 2022. I've never used an English wheel, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing. What do we got? We got the biggest radius in here. So I guess we could do that to get a little tension started on it. That lets you get your metal in. I have heard you want to not make sure you don't get your fingers in there because it'll smush them harder than shit. Put a little tension on that. I don't know. We're doing something. Ooh, yep, that could really hurt your finger if you got it in there. Uh-oh. You definitely got to kind of pay attention to what you're doing, because it will walk away from itself. Okay, think here, dummy. It's definitely an art to running this thing. I'm still trying to figure out the motions in the ocean to get it to do what we want it to do, but it is putting a nice smooth curve in that. This thing is actually going to be kind of fun once you figure out how to use it. Get it in there. Put a little bit of love on it. I think this is just for minor adjustments. Oh God. Yeah, definitely makes your mind think backwards on which way the wheel's going, or which way your piece is going to run through the metal. So I can see this taking some time to figure out how to get that die right where you want it to go, because now I'm going to push this piece off. I need to actually go this way. Wow, this is a mind frick right here. It would take a little bit of time, but actually it's put a nice curve in it. It's staying pretty flat and true. I can see where a shrinker might come in handy if you're trying to make kind of a cone shape. But for not having any clue as to what I'm doing, I'm actually bending metal, so I could see this coming in super handy. All right, guys, it's going to be a wrap for the assembly of the KAKA Industrial's English wheel. Overall, first impressions, you know, it's got a nice finish. It seems very stout, nice quality unit. It's got a really deep throat, so you could get a full-size panel in here if you wanted to make a transmission tunnel floor pan area. You got a lot of room to work in here. First time ever using an English wheel, I was able to put some shape in metal. So, I mean, it's promising that I was able to, you know, make some curved metal, but there'll be a link down in the description. It'll take you directly to the KAKA Industrial's website. If you use my promo code there, you'll save 3% on your purchase. I'll also have an Amazon link down below if you want to get it off Amazon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you got any questions about the assembly of this thing or how to use it. I'll do my best to answer them. And check out FTPSpeedShop.com. Get yourself some merch. Help support the channel. We'll check you later. KAKA.